Alright, so who's pumped up to go through a route that leads nowhere? Because that's what we're about to do. I debated slightly if I wanted to actually hold off on this one and go do something else for the sake of variety, but no, we're going to stick with this. So it's pretty much what you'd expect. Trainers, some items, some Pokemon that I'm not going to catch. That's about it. But hopefully there will be something along the way worthy of being made fun of. So, a couple things that have happened between the last video and this one. The most relevant to this series being, there's been a few new Pokemon that were announced, and if you are avoiding spoilers on those, then you can mute the video, I guess. Let me think. I will open up the Pokedex for no reason when I'm done talking about them. So then that'll be your visual cue to, that you can turn it back on. But, there's 7 new ones that have been shown off, and I think most of them are pretty decent, actually, even though my initial reaction to the bulk of them is the same as most people's reaction, which is, what the fuck is this stuff? So let me think. Charjabug has the best name and the best design of any Pokemon I've ever seen. But no, seriously though, Charjabug is the weirdest looking thing. It's supposed to be a battery, but it totally looks like a bus. And I love it because it's really, really dumb looking, and I think it's probably my favorite of the new ones, and I'm actually kind of disappointed that it evolves. Because then that means I'm not going to have it on my team unless I just decide to keep it in that form, which I'm not going to. So it evolves into Vikavolt. Oh god, I'm going to frickin'... Okay, maybe I have Water Absorb, so maybe I can take this thing out with Ice Beam. But, not sure what Vikavolt, the name, is supposed to refer to, but it's decent enough design. It's basically a Cheerios bug. It's an electric bug, which is a good type combination. It was good on Galvantula, it'll probably be good here. So basically I'm learning here that this thing has nothing but water moves, so I'm very glad I have Water Absorb on my side. So those two are fine. Bruxish is designed specifically to be hideous, so I think it succeeded in that regard. It's based on a triggerfish, and those are actually pretty ugly, so they did what they accomplished what they set out to do. I'm fine with that. I doubt I'm going to use it, but apparently it has competitive worth because of its ability. I don't really remember what it does exactly. It's something about priority moves. Let's see, there was Togedemaru, which really, really needs a better name, but it's a Pikachu clone. It looks decent for a Pikachu clone, though. It's part steel, it's weird looking. I don't know, not a big fan of that one, honestly. Drampa is kind of awesome. Everybody makes the connection that it's Falcor from Neverending Story, but it's a fair connection to make, so I'm not going to fault them for that. I think it looks kind of cool. Let me think, what else was there? Oh yeah, Cutiefly. Obviously, overly cutesy design, but I think it's fine. I kind of like it. I actually don't expect that one to evolve. I'm probably going to eat those words, because everybody is assuming that this is like a Stage 1 that's gonna... Do you call it Stage 1 or do you call it Basic? I know the card game considers Stage 1 like Charmeleon, Wartortle type stuff, but, God, this thing is not gonna die. But everyone's assuming it's just a lowest form evolution and that it will have another stage, but for some reason I imagine this thing is gonna remain tiny. I don't know. Then, I believe the last one, let me think, there was Charjabug, Vikavolt, Bruxish, Drampa, Cutiefly, Togedemaru. So yeah, the last one was, Tapu Koko, which is also a weird name. Apparently it translates to, like, holy chicken or something, I forget. Basically the idea that people are thinking for this thing is that it's supposed to be like the guardian deity of one of the islands, and I don't think it's ever been directly stated that it's a legendary, but it's a pretty safe bet that it is. And so, people are assuming that the other 3 islands are going to have a similar thing, and basically have a quartet instead of a trio. And there's also a 5th man-made island, where the, Pokemon League is, I think, and the guardian deity of that thing is probably Magirna, because it's also man-made, so it all kind of ties together. Obviously this is just a theory, nobody knows for sure yet. And, I think, like, part of the description of its, like, Pokedex data indicated that it, has the possibility to, like, fuse with the other ones and form a totem pole, so I'm interested to see if anything happens with that. But yeah, overall I think they're pretty decent designs. A couple of them are not as good, but I've liked what I'm seeing so far. Kind of waiting to find out now if it's going to be a low number of Pokemon like X and Y, or if it's going to be higher. But anyway, let me flash the Pokedex here. There we go. Okay, now if you had that muted for the past few minutes, you should be back, so... let's see. What can we talk about other than new Pokemon? In the Nobody Cares category of things, I will mention that, about 10 minutes ago, I managed to... This is, again, Pokemon Shuffle talk, which I've already established nobody cares about, but, I finished up everything up to the last area. Like, basically the current final area is, like, Pokemon 351 through 400. I still have barely gotten anywhere in that one, but, everything before that I have now caught and S-ranked except for Galvantula, so that is good to get that out of the way. I am slowly making progress in that game. Now I'm waiting for them to introduce another 100 stages before I can catch up, because I'm fully expecting that to be the case. But, Razor Claw, I think I already have one of those, right? One of my Pokemon's already holding one. Maybe not these 4. Because that one is... Flinch or Critical Hit? It's one or the other. Critical Hit, okay. I don't know if I need to worry about these things anymore, but decent held items are never a bad thing. Alright, let's just fight Karate Men here. Also, it is the 4th of July, which, as we all know, is the 1-year anniversary of me playing Blaze Black for the 2nd time. Clearly, that's the only important thing that happened on this day. But, the other main subject that I had prepared for this video is just a bunch of stupidity that happened recently. So a few days ago, we get up in the morning or early afternoon. Well, Brenna gets up in the morning. I get up at like 7 p.m. No, seriously, but basically find out that Skype is logged out, which is unusual because it always stays on, and it said something about, like, your password has been changed or you've been signed in at a different location. And we're like, okay, so go in, try to sign in again, and it works, I think. We were able to change the password and get in. And it was fine for the rest of the day. But then the next day, which I believe was yesterday, basically Brenna gets this series of, like, 10 emails from different websites and weird anonymous people. There was this one person named Robin, apparently, that just... or somebody claiming to be Robin that sent an email, and we have no idea who they're affiliated with, basically saying that your password is compromised, and it didn't really specify for what. Like, it listed what the password actually was, obviously I'm not going to say it, and it said that it is no longer safe. And so we find out that Skype is logged out again and is unable to be logged back in because it was, like, shut down for security purposes or something. The Minecraft username, I think, was changed. Or not the username, but, like, we weren't able to sign into it. Just a bunch of weird shit, and so had to go through a bit of a process of changing the passwords on basically everything for both of our accounts, so that was fun. I had the most fun with that because I still use AOL for my email. I personally don't see the problem with that, but everybody always says that it's a piece of shit. I don't know. It's just tradition at this point. I set up an email with them when I was like 10, and I've kept with the website ever since. Oh, by the way, I think this trainer is supposed to be a reference to somebody from the Deoxys movie, I think. Because in the Japanese game, it's the trainer has the same name as the person in the movie, but then it like didn't stay in the English translation. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember things. But basically, here's what happens. I try to sign into my AOL email, and like none of my stuff had been changed, but I'm trying to change all of it anyway, just in case. Oh, God damn it. But I sign into it, and I'm like, okay, let me change my email. Let me change my password. So I go to do that, and I have the new password prepared in Notepad, and I copy-paste it into the field, and it says that it's changed and everything's good. And then it's like, do you want to set up, I forget what it's called. It's like this, like the second tier security, where basically they send you a text message and you have to put in a code. And I'm like, sure, it's good to have that. So I look in there, and it's got this really frickin' old phone number, so I'm gonna change that. So I go to change it, and it's like, oh, you have to sign in. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why I'm not signed in, but let me go ahead and try. So I put in the new password, and it doesn't work. And I put in the old password, and it doesn't work either. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? So I try several combinations of these, thinking that like maybe I copied it wrong or something, and basically nothing freaking works. So I'm like, alright, let me see if there's any way for me to like change it again. And since I don't know the current password, that's a bit of a problem, but you've always got like the security questions and stuff. So I go in there, and it asks like the usual crap, like your old phone, like old zip code, answer this weird question specific to you, that kind of stuff. Like the zip code, I am astonished that I was able to actually figure out which one it was, because I've moved a few times since then, but I guessed correctly. Put that in, answered all the questions, changed the password. Okay, we're good. So I try to sign in, and it actually does work, and then I try to get into the email, and it's like, sorry, that feature isn't available for this type of username. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me at this point? Like, what is going on? It says I have 90-something emails. I try to open it, and it's like, oh, you don't have the ability to get emails now. So now I'm thinking that somehow I just signed up for a different aspect of the website besides the email, and I have no idea what the hell that is supposed to be, but alright. So I do it again. I sign out, I try to sign back in. The password doesn't fucking work. I had to change it all again. I seriously still don't know what the hell was wrong with all this. Eventually did get it sorted out, but I swear it took like 20 minutes to get this stupid password changed and to actually get everything to work, and I still have no clue what the problem was. It was really, really bad. But, I believe everything's okay with that now. We haven't seen any issues with it in the, time since that, so that's always good. Man, I am seriously gonna need to get some healing items after this. Here, have a cookie. Hey, have a cookie. Oh no, you tossed your cookies. I have another cookie. Okay, I'll shut up. Nobody is gonna know what that's from. Well, I'm sure some people will. There's always that one person that gets my references. Am I missing something here? This is like a really weird layout. Let me make sure I'm not... No. Come on. Yeah, I don't think I've... Oh, wait, yeah, I didn't go this way yet. Okay. At some point, I may actually have to fly back and heal, because this place is kind of kicking my ass. But yeah, that was pretty much all I had prepared for this one. I usually like to go into a recording with some idea of what I'm going to talk about, and then I'll run out of material after, like, 10 minutes. In this case, 15, so I was slightly better than usual. And at this point, I'm just going to have to wing it, so... I will mention, though, I have been wanting to do a stream lately, and I haven't really known what to stream specifically, which is a bit of a problem. There's plenty of games I could do, but very few that I want to. I did have an idea with Mario Maker, though, because I've been doing a lot of that game lately. If people in the comments think this is a good idea, then I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll probably end up doing it anyway, so your comments are going to be completely ignored anyway, but basically the idea is I came up with the name of, like, Super Mario Mad Libs, basically. I would actually be making a stage in the stream instead of just playing stages, and the idea is I would get people in the chat to throw out ideas. I think it would be kind of like a first come, first serve thing. Like, the first person to say it gets it, and then after that person gets one, they're not allowed to submit anymore. So I'd be like, what tile set should I use? What background? And then I'll ask, like, what kind of stage should it be? Puzzle, platforming, adventure, etc. Just the usual stuff like that. And then after those few base ones are set up, then it would be like, toss out, like, themes. Like, somebody could basically just say Goomba, and then I have to use a lot of Goombas in the level. And so I'd have, like, 4 or 5 of those. I'm not really sure. That actually might be too many, because I don't want it to be too much of a clusterfuck. Oh, come on, really, Destiny Bond? But, what I would do is I'd basically take these ideas by the other people, and I would be forced to make a stage meeting those criteria, and I would make it on stream and have a time limit of, like, 30 minutes. And then just basically however it comes out, I'm stuck with it, and see, like, what kind of levels get made. I think that would be kind of interesting. I'm not expecting huge amounts of quality from these, because they would be made under a pretty strict time limit, but you never know. So I'm probably not going to end up streaming that today, but who knows? It's basically dependent on, like, the wind when I decide when to actually stream something. So this is a very long route. Also, there's a Pokeball that I should have gotten. I don't know why I didn't think to go over here. PP Max, is that the first time I've gotten one of those, actually? It might be like a one-of-a-kind item. Yeah. That is basically 3 PP ups in one. Because the way those work is a single PP up increases the, like, maximum by 20% of the original, I think it is. And you can use up to 3 of those. That one is basically just doing it all at once, so it's kind of cool, I guess. I pretty much never use those. I know that way back in my original, like, blue playthroughs, I would clone the PP ups using the Missing No trick and then max out everything, but ever since then, I generally consider them the type of item that's too good to use. Because you can get more of them through, like, battle facility type crap, I think, but I'd never like to bother with that. Okay, I already fought you, This was a dead end, I think. No, it still goes. It still goes. Pretty good sentence there. I think this route is like... Let me find the official description of it. It's something about, like, a miniature version of the entire region. Where's the... It, for some reason, blanked out there. let's see. Yeah, it's like a naturally single region. Not in the sense that it's like the entire region condensed into one route, but it has a lot of geographical variety in it, I guess is what they're trying to say there. So it's basically just a bunch of crap mishmashed into one area, and it goes on for far longer than it really should. Oh, and actually that was the end. Okay. So I guess we're done here. This is just a rock of some variety. It is relevant later. So that was, yeah. Don't really have much else to say about that one. Let me go to fight area because I still have not found the super rod, and apparently it's in this place, so let me check the houses again. Like, mind you, I'm not going to really use the super rod for anything, but I'd still like to get it anyway. Looking for a fisherman. They have a pretty distinctive sprite, usually. Get stuck by people. Okay, where the hell... Oh, is it just you? There we go, okay. So, basically the way that this game works with, National Dex stuff is you've got the Poke Radar, you've got swarming, the route that I just came from, plus this area up here. The Snow Point Temple also has a few. The Super Rod is specifically made to be post-game so that you can catch National Dex stuff with it. So it's like all the water Pokemon are just kind of spread throughout the game instead of being all located in one general area. I think that might be it. The GBA insertion also, but that's kind of a whole weird separate thing in itself. So there's pretty good variety of ways of getting things. Since I've always been the type to, like, restart a Pokedex every time I play a new generation instead of transferring everything up, I always like to see the ways that they introduce stuff. Oh, actually, no, I forgot a couple. There's, let me go ahead and show one of them on screen just to see what I'm actually going to get today, because I am slightly curious. Because the Trophy Garden, I believe in the main portion of the game still worked this way, but then it, like, expands into a bigger list after the Elite Four is finished. I think that's how that works. I don't remember exactly. But you talk to Mr. Rich Fuck, and where is he? He's over here. Let's see what he has today. Doop-a-doop-doo, I'm talking for a while. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. God damn it, he talks a lot. Meryl. Okay, that's not National Dex. It's, not something that normally appears in this area, but, yeah. Basically, you can get some, interesting stuff through this. A lot of baby Pokemon. Plusle and Minun, I know you can get here. God, I don't remember what else. I think Jigglypuff. Basically just a lot of the, like, cutesy ones and things in the Fairy Egg group, that kind of stuff. But yeah, those will appear there. There's also the Safari Zone that gets more stuff in it. I'm basically just listing these off because I don't want to actually, like, do any of them, so I'm just kind of mentioning them for the sake of it. So anyway, let's do something dumb. I'm gonna be messing with the time on the computer here. Let me make it night. Alright, so this is what the snow looks like. I basically just want that to be visible for reference. And I'm going to change it back to January 12th. And I probably have to go in and out of a building. Why is this save state thing on the bottom of the screen? Why won't that go away? I probably need to figure that out. But yeah, anyway, I'll get rid of that in a minute. But this is Diamond Dust. This shows up on certain days in the year, and a lot of them are related to, like, Pokemon release dates and, like, developer birthdays, that kind of stuff. It went away. That's annoying. For some reason, one of them is actually tied to, Victory over Japan Day for World War II, which seems really frickin' weird for a Japanese game, but okay. Diamond Dust is just kind of an Easter egg. It doesn't really do anything. The only time that it ever is useful that I'm aware of is if you fight Red on top of Mount Silver in Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the Diamond Dust. It won't have the Hail Battle effect, so that's a good thing. But anyway, let me get rid of these frickin' numbers. Alright, no idea what caused the numbers to appear, and no idea what got rid of them. As soon as I changed the date back to normal, it went away, so that was weird. Anyway, my list of things to do in the post-game is getting shorter and shorter, but I've still got a number of things to go after. And, the next thing on the list really should be Stark Mountain, but I'm going to continue to put that one off, so let's, change up the team slightly. I don't need Tropius. I'm going to put away one of my Pokemon here. I'm going to put you away because you are the highest level. And we are going to check out Snow Point Temple, which is not a terribly long area to go through. So that's mainly the reason why I'm doing it here. Do I have Dusk Balls? I only have 2. Let me check real quick where you buy those. You can actually buy them in this town. That worked out quite well. Okay. I probably could have checked that instead of going on Bulbapedia, but if they weren't here, then that would have wasted time. So here we go, Dusk Balls. Let me get, like, 20 of them. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so this temple is just kind of an arbitrarily locked area. It's kind of weird. Can't get in here until you've beaten the Elite Four, because then... I thought it was Cynthia. I guess Candace vouches for you. Are there actually many rare Pokemon in there? I can only think of one that's not in the Sinnoh Dex, not counting the Legendary, but okay. No, that's a Gyroid. Alright, so... everybody loves ice puzzles, so let's have a few of those. Oh boy, it's a Golbat. Haven't seen those before. There are many rare Pokemon in this temple. Golbat. I'm wondering if I'll actually encounter any of the allegedly rare Pokemon in here. Well, that was, not quite a puzzle. Not sure what the hell that was supposed to be. Here we go. Actual sliding puzzle is my favorite. Except this one looks kind of easy. No, it's not. Hold on. Let me figure out how to do this. I see kind of what I'm supposed... oh, actually, yeah. I was overthinking it. Why is this temple so worthless? Is there anything in here besides a Golbat? Because that would be kind of cool if that was the case. Here's just a strength boulder hanging out. Okay. And it's just a full... what is this temple? This is like the weirdest thing. There's no difficult navigation puzzles. There apparently is nothing in here besides a Golbat. And there was like one item. Is this the bottom? Yeah, that's the bottom, because there's Regigigas. Okay, let's, before we go after that, let's actually see if any other Pokemon decide to show up in this place, because so far they have been, not wanting to show themselves. I am getting sick of seeing Golbat here. And, of course, now we can't run from it. And I froze it somehow. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, well there's a Sneasel, which, It's not a Golbat, I'll give it that much. It was available in the routes outside of this town, though, so it's not particularly special. Anything else? The only thing that I can think of that's available in here that isn't in the Synodex is Jinx, and I'm, like, waiting to see if I'll find one of those, but, it doesn't seem to want to show up. Give it one more time. Nope. Okay, so Jinx is a non-entity. There might be other stuff in here. I really don't think there is, though. So anyway, there's Regigigas, which I am just now remembering that I can't actually catch. I am freaking excellent at this game. Okay. So here's the deal with Regigigas and why... Okay, I can't even frickin' go look at it. What am I supposed to do here? I am so bad at ice puzzles, it's kind of amazing. Come on, I want to solve this so that I can at least say that I did it. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I'll continue to try to figure it out while I'm talking here, but basically, if I try to investigate this, the game just says, like, oh, this is a strange Pokemon statue. What do you know? Or some stupid thing, and you can't actually do anything with it. In order to awaken it, you have to have the other 3 in your team, and that makes it one of... Yeah, I seriously cannot figure this out. What the hell? Let me... No, hold on. Try from up here. Because I can't let this puzzle beat me. Like, no, that doesn't accomplish anything. How about it from here? There we go. Okay. Now we go down, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was... Oh, wait, no. Does that help? Hold on. No. Oh my god. No, that doesn't do anything. Going down won't help. Why am I so bad at this? The worst thing about this is that, like, everybody besides me is good at these puzzles and is, like, gonna be bitching at me at in the comments for not understanding it. But I legitimately don't get what I'm supposed to do here. Hold on. So down, right. Yeah. Now if I don't go up, I hit this rock. There we go. Okay. All that for something that I can't do anything. So yeah, you get Regirock, Ice, and Steel here, and then it'll be possible to battle. That is already what I said, and I don't know why it took me so long to get that out, but anyway, there's a bit of a weird thing in Platinum here, which I'm not going to start in this video because it's already kind of getting towards that point where I should probably stop soon. Also, getting my ass kicked by another ice puzzle. Oh my god, I'm never going to be able to get out of here. Why am I so bad at these? Okay. So, in Diamond and Pearl, there was no way to get the Regi trio without importing them from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. If you do that, then you come to this temple, you have all 3 of them in your team, you can fight it, it's level 70, I think, and you can catch it, and that's basically it. Platinum adds a bit more legwork to this, where you can get the other 3, as I've mentioned. You've got the 3 little weird mini cave things on the desert route, Mount Coronet and Iron Island, and you can catch them there, but you have to have Regigigas in your party. And then it can't just be any Regigigas, though. It has to be a specific event one with the Met in a Fateful Encounter tag. You bring it there, you catch those, you take those to the temple, and then you can catch Regigigas, which you already have from the event. So it's kind of weird. Like, nobody's really sure why this is a thing, because it... Like, I get that maybe you want to catch one that isn't from the event, but I don't know, it's just kind of bizarre. And, I imagine next time we can probably go after that, because now that I've basically explained the entire process, we might as well show it off. But, yeah, this video freaking lost focus real quick. Is there anything else for me to do? Because I really don't want to go to Stark Mountain. Let's just find out what the swarm of the day is. It'll be something almost interesting. I still have to catch Cresselia too, but that's a matter that can be handled off screen, I think. So let's go down here. I want you to do better than my brother. Alright, sure, let's go find a Krabby. 226 is up here. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, when I was mentioning this route as having, like, a swarm that would occasionally show up and throw off my training, Krabby was the one that would interrupt it. So, let's find one after we find a worthless Rattata. Is it not gonna appear? Should have a 40% counter, right? Which clearly means that every single one of them should be a Krabby. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're gonna catch this... Oh, no. It died. We're gonna catch this Krabby because I want to name it something stupid, and then we'll be done. And it's frozen. Good. Okay. I don't remember if I mentioned this name before. And also, I don't know how to actually pronounce it. I call it Orguloso. I think it's pronounced Orgioso or something. Like, it's Japanese for, like, proud. Not what the hell? Why did I say Japanese? It's Spanish for, I think, like, proud or something like that. I don't know why this is a thing, but every Krabby that I catch must be named that. Except for when they're not. Like the one that I used in my recent Red playthrough, which was Citizen Snips. But there we go. We've got Fairfall, and we've got Orguloso. And, yeah. That's about it. So next time, I guess, probably going after the Reggie Trio after I, do a Game Shark code to get the thing that I need.